Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a closer look at what's in my tech back to school backpack. I've been meaning to do this video for a little while, didn't get the chance to get around, but today I'm catching up. We're gonna take a look. I actually want to do this video relatively quick, relatively simple. I don't want to get into too many details. A lot of these products are going to be pretty much self-explanatory, and I do want to mention that I keep my backpack as lightweight as possible, so I try to keep the least amount of things. Now personally, I would recommend you to keep the most efficient things in your backpack. Keep it as lightweight as possible. You will thank yourself in the future. Your bag will thank you, and all of that. With that being said, let's jump right into the first thing. Now with that being said, let's jump into the first thing. Obviously the backpack itself. I'm going to be giving you guys two options for the backpack. This is just personally the one I use the most of the time. I've had this one for a couple of years. It's great, it gets the job done. As you guys will probably tell, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is a very small compact bag. Super nice, lightweight. It is made out of leather, so it is kind of like a designer backpack. It is from Coach. These things do run quite a hefty amount of money when they're brand new, so I would definitely recommend, if you are looking to get something in this kind of category, in this genre, get them on sale, get them at the outlets. I kid you not, guys, you will save so much money. This is definitely not worth the super high expensive retail price it normally has, but yeah, I got this one for a really good price. I've been using it ever since. Very simple. It has a front pocket in here, which has a couple of things that I do keep with me most of the time. So it has a pack of gum, obviously self-explanatory. You know, you want to have some gum because you don't want to be on campus, right? And you see this shorty and you pull up on her and you just had a shawarma for lunch, and then your breath stink, because the only thing that's going to be hot is your breath. So you want to keep a pack of gum, very crucial. But regardless, all jokes aside, it's just important. You know, you're going to have lunch at some point. Maybe you're going to spend the whole day at school. Get some gum. It's good for refreshing. I also have a deck of cards. Now this is a pretty old beat up one, but you guys know me. If you've been watching my What's in My Backpack series, you'll know this is something I swear by all the time. Always have a deck of cards. Don't ask why. Other than that, we have a couple of things here. I'm not really going to get into absolutely everything. We've got some pens, you know, the essentials for school. Hand sanitizer, that's also convenient. I get to use that most of the time. I'll put that back in there. I don't have a pencil case because, I mean, like, who needs a pencil case? It's not that important. Now, the one thing about this backpack, it does have one main large compartment here. It's a very simple, minimalist. As you guys will see, it has a laptop sleeve inside as well. It is relatively small, so don't expect to be putting like the most juicy, powerful laptop in there. It'll fit like a 13-inch, a 14-inch. You can fit a couple papers in here. Has a zipper over here. It's actually a pretty deep zipper. It goes pretty much all the way down to the backpack. I have a calculator in there. But yeah, this is some of the stuff that I keep in my backpack, kind of always just ready to go whenever I'm on campus. I need that stuff. And yeah, this is, and also has some pockets here. So if you ever want to store some pencils, like something here, whatever, you guys can do that. But it's a very simple design, very minimalist. So with that being said, I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to show you guys another variant of a backpack that could be a little bit more catered to your needs. So this is another backpack that I kind of swerve by. I use it pretty often. Depends kind of day. As you'll see, it has some wear and tear. It's been kind of through it. I've been using it for pretty much the better part of the last year, maybe 2 years now. I've had it for a little minute, but it is really nice. It's a really good backpack from Herschel. It has a main compartment up top here, and as you guys will see, another pack of cards. I always have these. Don't ask why. I keep one in absolutely every single backpack. I have a pair of buds in here, but this is not really the point of this specific backpack, because this is just an alternative to what you guys can use. This one specifically has, I have a gym belt here, because I do use this backpack most of the time at the gym, as it allows me to keep like my gym belt, my shoes and everything. Has this drawstring here, over the top system. Super clean, simple, minimalist, and I really like the overall red with white interior design. I think it's super simple. But yeah, this is another variant, as you guys will be able to pick up. Another great thing about this backpack, and why I wanted to mention it in the video, is that it's user-friendly. It's super simple, gets the job done, great design, not pricey at all, super affordable. Anybody can buy these. They're like 40-50 bucks, and they go a long way because they're high quality. And Herschel makes actually really nice backpacks, super high quality, and you can get them at Winners for like 35. I got this one for 35 bucks at Winners. But we're gonna put that to the side. I'm gonna get into what's actually in the backpack whenever I'm using either the gray one or the other one, the leather one. I'm gonna be getting into that, so let's jump right into it. All right, so jumping into the first piece of tech that's in my backpack, this is my 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 Pro. It is a late 2021 model. I've picked this up and I've had it for the last couple of months, and it's just fantastic. This is an absolute powerhouse. I absolutely love this laptop. It gets the job done for me. This is one of my favorite pieces of tech that I've picked up in the last couple of months. Absolutely powerful, and all of that fit in within this 14-inch format. Kind of it's slim, it's compact, it's nice. It is a little bit heavier though, so do keep in mind that this is my personal choice. The reason why I have a MacBook Pro is because I have a lot of work. I have a heavy workflow. I do a lot of things. I use my laptop obviously for school, but I also use it for editing, for content creation, and all of these things. And I do need, you know, I use programs like Adobe, so Premiere Pro, Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, and all these things. Sometimes I'll use all three at the same time. I'll also be browsing, so I do need a computer that's more powerful, that handles more. Most people will get by with just a MacBook Air, and I think this is the part of the video where I really talk about, like, you don't need this one specifically. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yes, you need a MacBook Pro. Most people, especially if you are a student, you don't need a MacBook Pro. The MacBook Air will get the job done just fine, especially the new ones with the M2, even the ones with the M1. You can get those for literally under a thousand, literally I think it's under $1,000 at this very time point. With all these new MacBooks coming out, they will get the job done just fine. The M series chip is just amazing, so even just the M1 regular, absolutely amazing, gets the job done, flies through most tasks. This is the specific laptop that I decided to choose. This is the one I use. It's great, gets the job done. Let's move on to the next thing. Really quickly, before we jump into the next thing, which I want to cover for you guys, I want to show you guys how it fits inside of the backpack. So I'm going to open this up. The only downside to this backpack, I would say, is really the zippers. They're not all that great. But if you want to open it here and put it into this little laptop pouch, it'll fit. As you guys will notice, there you go. 14-inch laptop has been secured. The only thing is that the little clasp won't come over the top, but that's all right. It's not the end of the world. I guess we can leave it like that. All right, guys, so next piece of tech in the backpack is undoubtedly the iPad Air. If you are a student, this is kind of a must, and I will definitely say, I'll always vouch for the iPad, especially nowadays. In the last couple of years, iPad OS has gotten better. And I think this screen specifically gets the job done just fine for absolutely everyone. It is perfect, it's really nice, beautiful, it's colorful, it's everything it needs to be. And I think the specific iPad Air is definitely the better option at this time of point in terms of price, in terms of value, in terms of power, performance. M1 chip inside, it's great. It pretty much handles about everything and anything. I've never really run into any issues, and for most of the tasks that I need, it does the job just fine. You can also do some light editing, whether it comes to like videography, photography, all that stuff. So it's a very versatile device. And the Apple Pencil also is a great device. This one is super simple because, you know, it has the clip-on pencil. It has the very simple form factor, USB-C charging. I think the iPad Air meets everyone in the middle. It has just enough features for about everybody, and it doesn't lack in any department. Super portable. Battery life is also really good on this thing. And I actually picked up this case on Amazon. I think it's from G-Tech, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a really nice case, super simple, it's protective, it holds the iPad in super slim profile. That's also something I like. You don't want to have a super bulky case, and it has this nice cover in the front that protects the screen. Super simple. If I find the link, I'll put it in the description down below for you guys. Most people will find value for the iPad Air. Most people will enjoy this. It's also great for content consumption. So forever you're at the library, you're studying, you want to take a little break, watch some YouTube videos, iPad Air is super great for that. Speaking of taking breaks at school and all that stuff, I'm going to get into a piece of tech that I think is kind of crucial for most students. So let's jump right to that. All right, so this next piece of tech, I think it's kind of important. I think most students should carry something similar. It doesn't have to necessarily be this, but it needs to be something along these lines. A pair of noise canceling headphones. Now, this is the brand new Beats Studio. They came out a couple of weeks ago, and I've been using them back and forth. I try to use them as much as I can. It's a great product, it's nice. I will admit that it's not as good as the previous models, as the Beats Studio 3, and I do have to say that I think the Beats Studio 3 still has a better craftsmanship behind it, and it kind of sucks because these are also more pricey than the last model. So, but they get the job done just fine. It's a great noise canceling headphone. It also has transparency mode, so it kind of has like all the features from the new Apple earbuds, AirPods, regular AirPods Pro. Noise canceling on these is actually really solid. It's great. I have no complaints about that, but I do have to say that be on the lookout. It is pricey, so try to get these when you can on sale. The reason I'm recommending this specific product for students and back to school specifically is because Beats have always had a fantastic battery life. They've always had this, I don't know how they pull it off every time, but they have a fantastic battery life, and that is great. The specific model also has USB-C charging, which is great. Still has a headphone jack. Very versatile, but most of the times I don't think you'll be running out of battery anytime soon. The battery lasts like literally weeks. It does last weeks, and you're obviously most probably not going to be using them completely without breaks. You'll be using them for like maybe 2-3 hours, then you'll shut them off, and then the next day you'll be using them for another 2-3 hours. Preserves battery very well over time. This is my over-ear noise canceling headphones of choice. There's obviously a lot of other models out there, but this is the one that I will rock with this semester, and I think it's definitely one of the better options for you guys. Also looks really good, super premium build. So if you're not into the bigger headphones and you want something a little bit more low profile, I also have a solution for that. This is the Powerbeats. I've been swerving by these for so long. I absolutely love the Powerbeats. They are a great piece of the technology. They're amazing. So if you guys will take a closer look at my Powerbeats, they have been through hell and back. I've been using these extensively so often, and the battery life again on these things is really good. Sound quality is great. Like I said, it's not a dedicated noise canceling headset, but it has some sort of noise canceling when you put them in the ear. I've already done a review on this. If you guys want to watch it, I'll leave it linked in the description down below. There's also going to be a card somewhere on the corner. Great device. This is something that I always carry with me. I always have. Sometimes I won't bring the Beats, but this, like the overhead ones, but this is absolutely always in my backpack. It's great. I've literally, that's it. It's just great. You have to try them for yourselves. Try these on, and then we'll talk again, and then let me know what you think about these. So this next item is a little bit more personal. I do tend to carry sometimes a sketchbook. I do love to draw. It's been one of my passions ever since I've been growing up. I'm a very artistic person, and I really like to indulge into some light drawing every now and then. This is a sketchbook that I've been kind of swerving by. I have a couple of sketches here. This is some of the things I like to practice. I've been practicing a couple of portraits. I've been really trying to get better at drawing portraits overall. I find reference pictures on Pinterest, and then I just kind of like go off of that. This is one of my favorite ones. It's actually a Batman and Catwoman from the new Batman movie. It's great. I think it's pretty nice. I still have some work to do. I still have some learning, but this is really nice. It allows me, this is something personal. And I think it's great for most of us to have something personal in our backpacks or wherever you're going. This is what allows me to kind of cool off sometimes, or if I have like a spare time, like an hour or whatever, and I want to take a break from studying, or if I want to take a break from literally just the screen itself, because sometimes a computer, you have your MacBook, your iPad Air, your phone, and then you have your headset and everything. Technology can get overwhelming. You need a physical break from all of that technology, from all those screens. So sometimes this is my favorite escape. It's one of the more things I enjoy the most. So yeah, it doesn't take up a lot of space as well. So sketchbook, personal item. Guys, if you don't have a personal item in your backpack, you should consider it. It's nice. Personal items make you feel more at home, make you feel kind of like safe in random places or outside of your house. I guess maybe that's why I keep this. It also brings back a lot of good memories from my childhood, so sketchbook. Okay, so the next few items are very small, very, very simple. As I mentioned earlier, the pack of gum, if it's important, this one I typically keep. This is a specific pack of gum. It's a pack of gum 5. I don't necessarily keep a specific brand on me. I just, I like to keep gum just in general. So I'll have this, I'll have one in my backpack, one maybe in the car, one on me in my jeans or in my pockets. Burt's Bees, gotta keep one of these, especially during this time where it gets a little colder. You're gonna need to moisturize your juicy lips. So this is the specific one that I go for, my personal selection. Wallet, obviously super important. You need to carry your cards, and I'd like to keep this one. I've had this one for so long, and it matches my backpack. So if you guys have noticed, I kind of keep the same vibe, trying to keep the same sort of style for all of my products. But yeah, super simple, compact. As you guys will see, it is literally super slim profile, couple of cards, just the essentials. Now another item I wanted to talk about, and that I didn't necessarily put in the backpack, but I have on me, and that keep on me and most times when I'm at school, is a smartwatch. I'm not a big fan of smartwatches. Like, I'm not the biggest fan, and I don't have an Apple Watch or whatever. I've had these because I've had sponsors send these out to me, but this one specifically from Huawei is really nice. I really enjoy it. It's a great watch, has amazing battery life, and I use it most of the time. It allows you to get, to your messages. It allows you to check all your health information and all that stuff, and it has a bunch of applications, so it's super versatile, gets the job done, and the battery life on this thing is crazy. It's absolutely fantastic. If you guys want more information on the specific watch, I'll leave a link in the description down below, somewhere down there. You guys can also click one of the links above here. And that's pretty much about it for what I keep in my backpack. As I told you in the beginning of the video, I keep it simple. I keep things minimal, keep things light as much as possible. I just have the essentials, a couple pencils, a small backpack, the MacBook, which is basically the main piece de la résistance, because that allows me to get most of my work done. iPad Air, small, compact, light, very versatile. Depends on you guys. I'm a huge Beats lover. I've always loved Beats. I've had Beats for so long, and I just swerve by them all the time. And now they're great because they have Apple chips inside of them. And that's basically it. A couple of small essentials here and there, but I think this is something that we all keep And that's about it. That's all you need. Really, realistically, that's all you need. You know, you can start carrying around a Nintendo Switch. You can start carrying around like a bunch of other stuff. But at the end of the day, you're going to school for a certain reason. You're not going there to play video games most of the time. You're going there to, you know, get the job done at school. So that's been it. Let me know what you guys keep in your back to school backpacks. I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Now, with that being said, guys, good luck on your semester this time around at school. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Stick around. A lot of great videos are on the way. With that being said, I wish you the best of luck in everything you do. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.